everyone. Welcome to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. It's me here again as always. It's been such a long time, but I'm so happy to be back. Hope you missed me. Having said that, let's dive straight into the news for today. The news for today is about no other person than the governor of Central Bank Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, who has released at least $20 million, which is equivalent to 8.3 billion naira, to finance his presidential campaign so far. You can imagine an individual, using the funds meant for the masses, meant to build roads, hospitals, and other things to, do his own campaign for his own selfish reason, for his own selfish gain. Anyway, before I continue with details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Subscribe. It encourages us to put out more content that you would like. Also, give this video a thumbs up. I would also love to hear from you. Reactions and your opinions are welcome. So put down your comments down below. I'll be responding to all of them. Now, let's proceed. The governor of Central Bank, who has decided to use 20 million naira to sponsor his presidential campaign. That's really, really tricky. Listen to the news. There are plans by Godwin Emefiele, governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, to use funds from the Apex Bank, that is the CBN, to fund his presidential ambition. That is what we have gathered, according to the news sources that are reaching us presently. That is what is actually happening. Emefiele's presidential ambition will be funded from the CBN's Intervention Fund, Bank of Nigeria, Nassau Microfinance Bank, among others. Let me break this down to you. CBN was created in 1958, and after that period, the purpose of creating CBN was that CBN would be in charge of, producing the legal tender money and then securing properties in other countries just to make our money strong. You get what I'm saying? So in 2009, the federal government, after the world financial crisis that happened in 2007 to 2009, so in 2010, the federal government decided to introduce the CBN Intervention Funds. These funds are to cushion the effect of the financial crisis that happened and to also, reduce the impact of inflation on the masses, on Nigerians, on the citizens. You get what I'm saying? So we have different CBN intervention funds. We have this intervention program scheme for agric. Under the agric intervention scheme, there is the Anchor Borrowers Program. There is the Commercial Agriculture Credit Scheme. And then we also have CBN International Intervention, programs and schemes for MSMEs. There is also the intervention funds for small businesses, also SMEs. Then CBN intervention programs and schemes for manufacturing, CBN intervention programs and schemes for healthcare, CBN intervention programs and schemes for export. Then there is the CBN intervention programs and schemes for energy. And then we also have the one for youth development. In fact, it was also these intervention funds that was used to, give out money during the COVID-19 that we just experienced a year or two ago. So this is to say that these funds are meant for people, for businesses to grow, to thrive in the country, to boost the national economy of the country. This is what these funds that Mr. Godwin Emefiele has decided to use for his own selfish gain, for his own personal interests. the money meant for all these people, which means all these people are not going to get the needed funds they need for their business, which means all these people are not going to get the needed funds they need to grow, which means even the economy is going to miss this huge sum of money that this man has decided to spend on his presidential campaign. Let's move on. Also, exclusively, we learned that there are some cabal led by Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Abubakar Malami, is strongly behind the push for Emefiele to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari ahead of other strong contenders in All Progressive Congress. Unduka Abagbena, a media entrepreneur, is another prominent member of the cabal. This is the chairman and chief editor of This Day Media Group and Arise News TV. So the from the news we are hearing and from reliable sources, it says that this man has had, is very close with Godwin Emefiele and has been seriously benefited from, I think, money embezzled by this same man, Godwin Emefiele, because he has been given a lot of funds to be able to grow his business. By business, I mean the Arise Television, the Arise TV. And this man, the governor of Central Bank, also mandated banks to post their adverts on Arise TV, which has really given rise to the growth of this television. So you can imagine this man wants the governor of Central Bank to become the next president of Nigeria because of what he knows is going to gain. Let's continue. The national leader of the party, Bola Tinubu, has publicly declared his intention to run for president, and even though Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has yet to officially declare to run, sponsored groups across the country has been begging him to also join the 2023 presidential race. If you ask me, I would say that Yemi Osinbajo knows that he's going to declare his intention to run, but he doesn't want to declare yet. But I know before the end of this year, he's going to declare his intention. Let's proceed. APC is torn between Osinbajo, Tinubu, and Emefiele's people, each pushing their own candidate and agenda. Meanwhile, at the weekend, Emefiele's supporters, mainly youths, spotted white t-shirts with inscriptions MEFI 2023 at the occasion held in Lagos to draft him into the race. The convener of the group, Wale Fakunda, told the gathering that since Emefiele's appointment as CBN governor, he had spent his energy building a resilient financial system that has served the development needs of the economy, ignoring the glaring fact this is really funny, ignoring the glaring fact that Nigeria's economy has dipped to its worst state ever during Emefiele's tenure as CBN governor. You can imagine, these people are coming out to campaign for the governor of Central Bank, and they've forgotten that before Buhari came in, the exchange rate was 150 naira. Now exchange rate is 515, sometimes 505 naira presently. So which means our naira keeps depreciating every day. And they are coming out to tell us that governor of Central Bank is the right choice. We also have news that Emefiele's declaration did not start at this weekend. Indeed, it started with the recent FCT Mega Rights Pyramid, an initiative under the CBN Anchor Borrowers Program, but used to sell the candidacy of the CBN governor. A program, like I said, I mentioned the Anchor Borrowers Program, which is under the CBN Intervention Program Schemes for Agriculture. So, Rice Pyramid was launched, and the governor of Central Bank, because he has an intention to run for the president, is using that as his own campaign strategy so that people will think, not a lot of people would know that it is not it is not him that had that project, that has the project. Most people would think that, oh, it is the governor of central bank's way of campaigning. They will not know that it is part of the CBN intervention programs, but he's using it to campaign for his own office. Normally, in other countries, other advanced countries of the world, if you want to go for a public office, you are holding a public office presently, you have to resign from that post. You have to leave that post. You have to say you are no longer interested before you now start campaigning for the office that you want to go for. But here in Nigeria, as we all know, we are in a lawless country. Anything goes. You can do anything and get away with it. He is in one public office and is trying to go for another public office, and is using the benefit of the present public office that he is in to campaign for the office that he's going to. Anyway, let's continue. President Buhari has on Tuesday, January 18, 2022, unveiled the rice pyramid in Abuja in the presence of some governors and other dignitaries. The cabal led by AGF, Malami, told Buhari they have settled for a technocrat. This came after rejecting the president of African Development Bank, Akinwumi Adesina, and Abaigbana is spearheading this, the source added. CBN has been funding Arise TV, which is owned by this man, Abaigbana, and forcing banks and money transaction platforms to advertise on the television. That was the reason why Abaigbana said recently that Nigeria's president would not come from those who are declaring, one of the sources said. Abaigbana in October 2021 also said nobody could predict what could happen in 2023 regarding who would become Nigeria's president. Reports from one of the sources said that Issa Funtua's son, Abubakar, is part of a crew working on Emefiele's campaign. Issa Funtua was a close ally of President Buhari, who served as a minister in the Second Republic. This had prompted former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in January 2019 to lambast the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) for failing to investigate how Alhaji Issa Funtua, a close ally of President Muhammadu Buhari, who acquired Stone Bank and 9 Mobile, formerly Etisalat. You see, nobody is going to investigate how this man got this money to acquire Keystone Bank and 9 Mobile. But if it were to be other people that are not close ally of the president, they will immediately swing into actions and start behaving as if they have the interests of the nation at heart and the interests of the masses at heart. But anyway, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain for today. Thank you very much for listening. As always, we still have more great news coming your way today. Please stay with us.